Eitan Pates is the original milk carton kid. He's one of the most famous missing kid cases in all of America. Now, that all changed in 2014 when they arrested Pedro Hernandez, who had supposedly confessed to the crime, and what I believe to be this terrifying example of false confessions.
The whole situation is quite frankly horrifying. They put him into an interrogation room in the corner, and then they started questioning him. And they questioned him for about 7 hours before they got him to crack.
But the issue is they didn't turn on the cameras for 6.5 hours.
No, they didn't turn on the cameras until after they had gotten him to say what they wanted him to say.
The felony indictments have been largely undisturbed in the percentage difference, but under the misdemeanors in our misdemeanor cases, that number has grown, and I think some of that is attributable to not having access and quick enough access to police databases, but there are other forms of evidence, other things that need to be turned over, and I'm wondering what you think that higher percentage of dismissals can be attributed to, because I don't think it's just the access to police databases, but maybe you feel differently.
So in New York City, the data is clear that misdemeanor dismissals are significantly higher post-discovery, the discovery laws going into effect. That is primarily due to police not turning over the evidence. I can't speak for individual prosecutors, but across the board, what we experience as defense is a complete lack of discovery. In basic misdemeanor cases, which are almost entirely police cases, the information is simply not produced at all. I believe that prosecutors are asking for it, and I believe they are not getting it timely. I also note that when prosecutors, in any case, misdemeanor or felony, are seeking information that is outside of the general NYPD custody, and there is a longer wait time, all they do is go to the court and say that we've asked for it, it has not been produced yet, we need a good cause extension, and that is granted. So that is not the cause of dismissals.
Somehow, the city is ignoring what is happening to the people in there. We just walked through, we just came out of intake. There are people that have been locked in the exact same cell for 13 days. The toilets are overflowing onto the floor. They're packed in, 25 people in a cell without masks, brought off the streets and crammed into here. They have court appearances that have been missed. Our lawyers cannot see them because they're not actually in the facility yet. They're not booked in because they're sitting in intake cells. They have no access to a phone. They can't get to court. They can't see their lawyers. They can't tell anyone. I just got a book full of names of people asking me to call their loved ones and tell them they are alive. That's what's happening inside of here, and nobody cares. There's a segregated intake unit that we walk through where they have people held in showers. It's about 2 feet wide by 6 feet. There is no toilet. They've given them plastic bags to use as for feces and urine. And they're sitting in the cells with their own bodily waste locked into these conditions. This is the most horrific thing I have ever seen in my life. I have been coming to this jail since 2008. This is unlike anything that has ever happened here. And this is just cannot be. And the commissioner comes up and says expedite court. There are people that are sitting in there that cannot get to their court dates. Their lawyers can't access them. We can't get them in to be able to process them and get them out. I spoke to people that have, their bail has been paid, but they're not getting their mail and it's not getting processed. People aren't even supposed to be in here and they're in these conditions. It is unbelievable, and there is only one possible option, and it is to close these doors now, to empty this place, and it has to happen. I'm gonna let the senators and the assembly members who were with me talk about what they just saw, but expedited court, the nature of the charges, don't fall for any of that. We are trapping people in a torturous